everyone, welcome to my channel, Love Storyteller Tarot. My name's Jeanette, and I was prompted to do a full moon reading, which is on December the 25th, Christmas Day, in the sign Cancer, 2015. I've just done the new moon one, so looking forward to see how the energies play out or continue with the stories or the energy that has been said. I didn't realise I'd talked for so long. Sorry about that. I try and keep this one shorter. It's hard sometimes because the information just comes through and I just go with the flow, really. So I've been shuffling, I've cleared the energies, and I've been shuffling for quite a while, so we'll get straight into it. So what are the most important messages we need to know for the full moon, December 25th, in the sign of Cancer? But for me, the sign Cancer is all about family, feelings and a family. So going back to the new moon, to do with truth, there needs to be a lot of truth being spoken where family is concerned, especially, there's no coincidence that it's Christmas Day and it's, we all get together, family. So let's see what the cards have to say, give us some guidance, most important messages. So we've got the Page of Cups out first. I don't know if I'm putting that too far away or not, but I'll show you the cards anyway. Oh, we've got the Five of Cups. So there's some news coming around disappointment. The disappointment. I think this card came up in the December reading. So there's news coming. Oh, look at that. So we've got, this is the full moon reading, this is the Nine of Cups, and they're all upright. I have reversed some of the cards, so they're all upright. So this is all emotional. Not surprising. There we go, there's the serendipity, the synchronicity. It's in Cancer, and I just said about feelings, and the first line is all to do with feelings. Okay, we've got a court card, the King of Wands, which is fire, and well, it will be, we would have been coming out of Sagittarius going into Capricorn time. So this, I would say, if anything, this would be it's energy, so it can be male or female, but it's the energy of fire, it's the energy of Sagittarius, because we'd done the new moon, which was in Sag. So my instinct is that it's a male or female, but I'm going for male. The messages that need to be heard about the King of Wands. So he's come in, but he's upright, so that's good. He's a very creative man. He's depending on what's in the sign, the birth chart, I mean, you can have so many different elements in different houses, and so it all depends. I don't want to stereotype, but it's just the energy. So, it could be a Pisces person, but they've got a lot of fire in their chart. So therefore, he would show up. But I see the court cards quite differently. So, but I might be doing, come up with a tarot reading course as to how I see it and how I practice. Oh, I just need to move my chair. I'm sitting near the camera because I need you to hear me, so sometimes I don't know if it records the the sound is that good on this one, but patience, I will get there. So where was I? Heart of the matter. Oh, heart of the matter. We have the Queen of Cups. So again, water sign, which is the Cancerian, because it's the full moon in Cancer, so I'm going with that she represents Cancer sign. She's compassionate, understanding. She's the counsellor. She's the one that everybody turns to for advice, warmth, love. She's emotionally mature, and this is what the king, I'm getting it already, it's coming through. This is what the King of Wands wants. He wants this Queen of Cups. He's someone, the entrepreneur, the businessman, he works hard, a visionary. He has his own business, but he needs someone with the Queen of Cups character, someone who is emotionally affectionate, likes to hold hands and showers him with love and affection. He likes that. That's what he's looking for, and vice versa. That's what she's looking for, is the King of Wands. She doesn't need she doesn't need her man to be like her, as in, even though she wants love and affection, that sort of thing, she's more attracted to his qualities, a very masculine man. That's what she's looking for, is and yes, she wants him to be in touch with his feelings, but she doesn't want him to be overly emotional. She wants him to be mature, and he's upright, so he is mature, and he has got those feelings for her, and vice versa, she has him, but she's at the heart of the centre, so it seems that she's on his mind more than anything, and a message is going to come through. A message of love is going to come through. Like I said, this could be, because the end of the other reading was about looking for a sign. This could be part of that sign. You just don't know. An offering of new feelings in a relationship, because there's been, it's next to sorry, the download come quickly, so I haven't even laid the other cards out yet, but because there's been disappointment for the Queen of Cups, she's experienced, that upset, that vulnerable side of her, because she's so open and loving and compassionate, and she trusts people, and unfortunately, she gets hurt because of that, and but because there is something there. Look, there's the Two of Cups, which is about union. It's about partnership. It's two people coming together. So I know there's not milk in these goblets, but it's a bit like, don't cry over the spilt milk. It might not be as bad as you think it has been, or it is. But there is new feelings around this disappointment. So excuse me, whatever disappointment you've experienced emotionally, this can be to do with family, a mother, whatever the situation is for you. Love is love, and yes, those things will affect your love life. So if you can't get your other relationships right, then how are you going to get your romantic relationships right? So you know, it's all about relationships. But where there has been a disappointment, you know, there's new feeling, there's a message on its way, and the message that's on its way, we've got 3 cups here, you know, or something's in its early stages. Pages are about something that's in its early stages. It was in its early stage, and hence the first disappointment that came along, it couldn't get past that. And like I said in the other readings, I don't think it was anything major, or for some of you it wouldn't have been anything major, but that's the disappointment. She was happy, you know, she had her wish fulfilled. Something went wrong, but this is the wish card, this is the happiness card, so we'll wait to see what other cards are gonna be turning up. Right, we've got the Chariot now. If I can remember rightly, sorry, the Chariot, if I can remember rightly, I see that what's coming through intuitively now, that to me represents a new moon. So again, we're going back to the new moon, to the full moon. So something starts or happens then. In the December reading, this card was reversed, and I realised afterwards it's number 7, and number 7 in the Angel book is Doreen Virtue's book, is all about being on the right path. So I thought, reverse, does that mean we're not on the right path? I think we are on the right path, but something had been delayed, so there was something stopping that, you know, us being in charge. But it is upright now, so towards the end of December, the energies are changing and you're more in charge of your life. So maybe this message that comes through, and that message could be anything from a text message, email, old-fashioned letter, Christmas card, or a message that, you know, you see from spirit in that way. But you know, because we haven't got the page, they tend to be more grounded in an actual manifestation of the message. So but she's feeling more in charge of her life due to the King of Wands. So this message from the King of Wands, she's feeling more in charge of her life, to do with her own happiness. We have the Three of Pentacles. Whoops. 3 of Pentacles in reversed. I see this as the apprenticeship card myself. I know it varies but more I follow more my intuition. So when it's in reversed, the teaching, I feel it's to do with this King of Wands. So he's in, if we go back to the new moon, and it was about somebody using their childhood behaviour to survive, which they needed to when they were younger, but now as an adult they do not be needing to use that. So I feel that this person, whoever he is, whoever he represents to you, you know, whether it's your father, whoever, an uncle, a brother, or a partner, most of the time it's love relationships, because they're mirroring back to you something about yourself. But I do feel that he's sending this message out because he's learnt something, but he's not he's not learnt everything. It's the apprentice, and it's in reverse. So you know, he's at the early stages of an enlightenment or awareness about himself really. So he's recognized something about himself that he needs to change, so that he can have more mature relationships, more emotionally mature relationships. He's learned something, but he's, you know, he is the apprentice, but there might be a bit of resistance there, but the Queen of Cups can help him get to emotional maturity. So, but at the moment he's in the apprentice card's in reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, which sits under the so the disappointment for the Queen of Cups. So fate it's in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, so this is more about fate rather than destiny, and the wheel needs to turn. It's all about timing. So whereas at the moment it's the element of the swords and the wands that's taking place, it needs to reverse so that the cups upright, and it's being manifested in the physical world. So because we look at the cards that are reversed, let me just pull this card, and then we've got another emotional water again, Four of Cups, which is about disappointment, or not so much disappointment, but bored, fed up of waiting around. Something's not happening, you know, as quickly as you'd like. So, but these are the two cards that are reversed. So this card, he needs to be honouring that he needs to learn something, and that's that card, which will then turn the Wheel of Fortune towards destiny. At the moment it's not fate, which is our patterns of behaviour, that hamster wheel of fate that goes round and round and round, but it is continuously turning, so at some point it will. But I think it's down to the both parties really. This is a couple, so if you're in a relationship, you know, you both got to take responsibility for turning things around if that's what you want, and to do things together, so that, you know, you shake the relationship up a bit, so that you're not bored, you know, because if you've been in long-term relationships then it can get a bit that way, that something's being offered and maybe one of you is being a bit stubborn, which is old patterns of behaviour of fate that needs to be changed and turned around really. But you are in charge of this, you know, it's not out of your hands. We've only got well, we've got two major arcanas, and the Chariot, which is number 7, means you're on your right path. You have the power to turn this around, and you can do that, which is to do with the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. So both people feel that they're just got to be careful of stubbornness, because then the wheel stays that way. It doesn't go up again. Stubbornness and fear and the ego can keep the wheel down this way, and then you can't fill your cup up. All your emotions are coming out, and you can't manifest anything. You're coming too much from the your mind and your creativity, when you're needing to be practical. It's Capricorn, practical, pragmatic, down to earth, because that's the season we're going into. This is all about season and timing, so it will reverse in its right time, but mainly it's all about feelings. And how symbolic is that? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups cards in there, and it's about this couple. So I'm just watching the time, and I'll go into these cards now as I use them for the new moon, and let's see what opens up. What are the messages that complement the card reading? It's already been laid. Oh, I'm doing them upside down. That says something about the Wheel of Fortune. Turn them back the other way, because I don't reverse these cards. I don't feel I need to. So they tell a story anyway, and they complement these other cards. So let's see. First card out. Oh, there we go. So there may be delays on this communication. The coffin is all about stagnation, or it could be the ending, like the Death card, the ending of a situation, so that this message can come in. But we'll see what the other cards say. But usually it means a waiting period. As I said earlier, when you've got two people involved, their egos, their free will, the more we can get out of our ego and listen to our hearts and the signs that we receive, the better our relationships are, really. But we get into, oh well, they didn't call me, why should I call them, and all that sort of stuff, really. But this is what's at the heart of the matter. So we've got fate, it's the Tower, fate playing its part where the Queen of Cups is concerned, and then we'll see what's in and around the environment as to why this might be happening. That's the past. That's so delays are there because of the past hurt. But this is also the Fate card, which is above the Wheel of Fortune. So, but where this disappointment is, there's the Sun card. We had that last time. Where the disappointment is, that's going to be rectified. And it just means that there might be a delay on it, so be very open. And there we have the letter. So there is, and next to the Sun, that's where the disappointment is. It's good news. It's good news. It's good news that's coming, and it's about love. But it's been delayed. I think I did say that in the December reading. I know it's a bit contradictory, because on one hand it's saying, because of the 8 of Wands in the December one, that things can change, turn around quickly, and in truth that is a truth. But like I said, when you've got two people in their egos, and one's thinking this, one's thinking that, but not sharing it with the other, then you're going to get your delays. But when this message does turn up, it's going to be good news. and to do with the disappointment that you've experienced is blessings, is you know, puts a smile on your face, and it is to do with your happiness, and it can be an invitation, a contract, whatever it means for you, but it's definitely a message, as we said at the beginning of the reading, is on its way, and it's to do with a wish fulfilled, a happiness, something that you've been waiting for. And the tree is, you know, about knowledge. So like I said, this, sorry, I've only got 2 pairs of hands, I'm trying to hold it all. Like I said earlier, this guy, well, male or female, whichever it means to you, but I'm saying it's a guy, a Sag, he does have knowledge, you know, he's very knowledgeable, and he brings vitality and health and abundance, with this message that well, that's what he's going to provide. It's what he's going to provide. That's the gift that, you know, he's going to bring to the relationship, is like the tree, you know, and its roots in the ground, solid stability, and something that's long lasting. You know, trees, unless they're taken out, as a tree of knowledge, is, you know, they survive for years, hundreds of years. So I would say that this opportunity, and that is a long-term relationship. That's how I see that. Next to the Queen of Cups, yeah, this is fate. This is about the past. So it's next to the King of Wands. So my suggestion is that maybe some of you know this person already. You've already had a relationship with them, or you know, it's past life stuff. So we could pull a past life card on that, just to see what comes up. Give us a bit more information. What do we need to know concerning the Tower in this reading? What do we need to know concerning the Tower in this reading? What do we need to know concerning the Tower in this reading, where the Queen of Cups is concerned? Because it's actually right on her. So let's have a look. Vows. Okay. I'm only going to have one card, because straight away I could see what's happened. This past life, where the Queen of Cups is concerned, and maybe as to why things isn't moving, is all to do with vows that were taken in past lives, vows of poverty, vows of celibacy, you know, well, I'd say feelings, so maybe to do with love and family. So maybe in the past life she chose to go to a nunnery, or, you know, to sacrifice her family, and find her truth that way. So, but this past life, because we've got the Tower, is affecting this lifetime with this King of Wands. So maybe that's where the delays is. So my suggestion is, if you just do some, I think, whatever meditation you want to, but I'm sure there's a Doreen Virtue one that cuts the cords to past lives. So maybe on this full moon, like the new moon, we take action. So on that sign we might have taken action, but on the full moon we plan. So maybe it's a time to meditate and ask for those vows that you'd made in a past life to be cut, so that you can live this lifetime, so that then you're in charge of your life and you're in charge of your own happiness. So that's what I'm sensing for that. And then continue with this. Okay, so there is some struggles. Sorry, the whip. There's strife, quarrels, upsets, and I think I did say that in the December reading. You know, it's obvious we're family and we don't get on with everybody, and the egos are there, and we could be saying things that or not saying things. So we just need to be very, very aware. But this is to do with the Queen of Cups and her past life. So there has been upset, and there has been a quarrel in the past. So you'll know what that situation is about, where it affected her happiness, to do with her happiness. So even though the good news coming in along the top, but being delayed because of past lives, so maybe it is about clearing that. It also is because it's coming down this way. Maybe they're not being funny, but maybe with some situations, you need to have challenge somebody on something, the way they've behaved. You know, when there was happiness, you know, why did they walk out, or what behaviour, why was they behaving in a certain way? So you'll know whether you need to challenge somebody or whether you need to. But this on top of the Three of Pentacles is the mountain, and this is something of, you know, rock solid. It can also mean abroad, overseas, that sort of thing, or something, mountains, you know, but it's more about strength. They're two strength cards, the tree and the mountain is strength cards. So this King of Wands is going to turn this situation around. He's you know, he's stable, and he can turn this around by admitting his mistakes and becoming the apprentice, which, you know, the Queen of Cups is happy to show him the way, really. So he can do that. He's got that within him to do that. But again, it's up to him. Right. So with the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the mouse come up again. So what I'm getting intuitively is that the reason why the wheel is reversed is because there needs to be some negotiations going on. Maybe you need to say, look, you need to sort yourself out. You know, you've got the strength to do it. You need to be the apprentice, be somebody, the student, admit your mistakes, so that we can turn this situation around, because something's being nibbled at, you know, but it can be turned around. Negotiations. Well, you know, if we do this, then this can, you know, negotiations. And then we've got the bear on top of the Four of Cups, which is, oh sorry, I moved the camera, I keep doing that, and then we've got the Four of Cups. The bear is about strength as well. So we've got the tree, the mountain, and the bear. You know, this is about you needing to be strong. You're needing to be strong in a certain situation, because we have got the we've got the argument card here. So, but you are in charge of that, so don't be fearful of it. You know, sometimes some things need to be said, so to get you out of this phase where boredom set in because of an argument. But you know, you are strong enough to deal with that, to deal with the negotiations that need to take place. Okay, I said I wouldn't go on too much, just take a drink of water. We'll see what Archangel Michael has to say. What is the most important message for the full moon reading on December 25th in Cancer 2015? What's the most important message, Archangel Michael? And the most important message is let go of fear now. So that's what it's about on this day. It's about letting go of fear. I need to put my glasses on. The prayer is, Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving, which is the word, deserving, because the other one was about self-respect, of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic or ego-based thoughts or feelings. And we're talking about feelings definitely in this reading, you know, so that we can create a win-win situation. And you'll know which situation this is to do with, but you know, there's the sword of truth, and it's about letting go of fear now, so that you can have what you want in your life. And we'll just see what the romance angels have to say. What's the most important message that we need to know concerning our romantic relationships, where love's concerned, for the full moon December 25th in Cancer 2015? What's the most important message? They are reversed, but I will reverse them back again because I don't reverse them. Oh, the children card has come up again. Now, I think it was the children card in the December reading. So there we go. It's the energies for this month. Your love life is being affected by children. So, you know, you'll know in what way it is. You need to let go of fear, and this is the 25th of December. This is the day that, you know, I'm not religious or anything, but symbolically this is the day that Jesus was born, you know, and a child is the greatest gift that you can have if that's, you know, your desire. And this could be in many shapes or forms. You know, maybe people that are wanting to get pregnant can't, are looking into adoption or surrogacy, or whatever it is, or family members having a child and you can't, it can vary. You'll know what it is, but they're saying, you know, it is affecting your love life, so you have the power to not allow it to, and try and get out of the worry of it, and let go of fear now where your children are concerned. Is the best thing for you to be doing. So I will ask the angel cards, think of your question that you'd like to ask concerning this situation, and you will get your answer. and you trust your intuition to how this answer is to do with your situation. What's the most important message we need to hear for the full moon, 25th of December in sign Cancer 2015? Most important message. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, the battery ran out. I was talking about the question, asking a question, and this is what the answer is. This is the card that came out. I hope you saw it before the battery ran out. It's within the next few months, so whatever you asked, the answer is it's going to happen within the next few months. So I was just sensing and feeling what the overall message is. For me, looking at the cards, it's about hope, really. It's a message of hope that things are going to get better, things are going to change, but you know, we need to let go of fear, and allow our happiness to unfold. I just think that there's delays, but there is good news coming concerning your happiness and around disappointment that you've experienced. And remember, this is a general reading, so but yeah, there's delays, so it might not come about in the time period, so that's why I feel it's a message of hope, because of the time period around it, really. Okay, just pick Whisper of Love angel card, and that will end the reading. So show simple acts of kindness. Oh, what a lovely card. So show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. And this is so appropriate for Christmas Day and that. So, and I think also it's such a card of nature. Make sure you get out this day if possible, and have a walk in nature. This just grounds you and brings you back to earth. And there's always signs and messages with different animals. You never know what animal you're going to see and what message they have for you. So I think that's what it's about, is acts of kindness. It's about being kind to yourself and others, and forgiveness must play a part in all of that, and that's appropriate for the full moon. So I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and it's given you some insight into your own situation, and thank you for watching, and have a great Christmas, and I'll be back in the new year. Thanks again. Bye.